All right, so like I was just curious how your experience in college has been, Lucas, because I don't know, I feel like coming out of state and being on my own down in Chicago, I've had a great experience, but I've definitely learned a lot. How's college been for you?
So far college has been pretty there's been their ups and downs when it comes to college. Like I've had some classes where I've struggled with, especially I don't know. Well, your major's what's your major
Health
again?
science.
Oh, so you don't take
Like
did you
but
take accounting?
what?
Oh wait, what were you gonna say?
Did you always feel like you were going to go to school like Tanner, like both did you guys always feel like you were going to college after high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Because
I knew I was going.
my dad's a physician, so and like my mom's a lawyer, so growing up it was always like school, 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 school. I know Tanner's dad did go for a little, but then he's a very successful guy, and he ended up not going to college, and
He
so
he
like
went to he went to community college for 2 years, then went to Florida State for 1 year, and then he didn't get a degree. He didn't really graduate.
yeah, he dropped out because
Yeah,
he
but
had
with
he
me,
wanted other stuff to do.
yeah, with me, I didn't think I was going to college until this
Really?
year. I didn't want to go to college. I just wanted to just go right into work and
Did your
learn
parents
from
push
my
it on you? Like, did your dad want
no
you to go
no
to school?
here. So my dad he didn't really think college was in the picture because he knew that it's not really what I wanted to do until
Mhm.
my friend Jacob, his dad, talked to me, and he really made me think of that. Why not give it a try? Like everybody should give it a try, see if
That's
it's for them,
fair.
because they don't even know. Because what I learned is college isn't just for a job or just learn. It's where you make connections, because there's a
Mhm.
lot of other people there that are in the same place as you that you could be friends with them for the rest of your life, and that's where you meet your lifelong friends.
100%. So you actually are not you don't even know if you're gonna be full time. Like you're just going to see how you like it, basically.
I don't think that I'm going to graduate college. I'm saying that right
Really?
now.
That's
I,
interesting.
I just want to go there, learn as much as possible, maybe get a degree if I still don't know what I want to do. But I want to go there to figure out what I want to do. I already know what I want to do. But I just
What
want
do
to
you
go
want to
there.
do?
I'm starting a company called Buddy Path.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
told me about this. You want to touch in and tell everybody kind of what it is and what you're doing?
Sure. So I'm starting a company called Buddy Path. It's going to be an online mental health company. We have psychologists and therapists from the Philippines doing therapy to people in America, kids from not young adults from 12 to 25 years old. They're licensed in the Philippines and they have degrees and everything in their country. And they're going to be doing therapy to people in America in like
Online.
schools, college, yeah, online, and it's going to be
Mhm. It's like an
a lot.
affordable alternative.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot more affordable than it is here. Because right now, the prices for a good therapist are $200 and $250 for 50 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this will be awesome because even if people will judge them because they're not licensed in America, it's a lot less expensive alternative. So I feel like if someone would give it a try, because I visited the Philippines. I went there 2 or 3 weeks ago. I forgot when, but you guys remember I told you about it. Those people are smarter than the people in the US. Like they're so smart and they speak perfect English. And it's just crazy that they don't have the same opportunity as people do in the United States. So this will be great for them to get an opportunity to help people out in the US.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea. I think it's amazing that you're doing that. One, helping a bunch of people. Also, it's interesting because like you created like how did you think of that? I want to know kind of your mindset when you first had that idea and how it came to fruition.
So I first had the idea because I went through a breakup in ninth grade, and I was pretty sad from it. And I was also very depressed because when I looked at myself in the mirror, I didn't like what I saw. I was skinny, I was weak. So I went and got therapy to talk to someone about my problems. And the therapist, it was $120 for an hour session, which isn't crazy bad compared to what it is now. And I went to my mom after. I said, "Why doesn't everybody get therapy?" And she said, "Because it's really expensive." So this is how I came up with the idea, because everybody in the United States, they charge a very expensive rate to do therapy. So
Yeah. Yeah, wow, that's a
Yeah.
good origin story. What do you guys think of it? Is that something you guys like could see being successful? Because I definitely see a ton of potential in a company in this company.
I think that before you guys like respond, I think that it'll be very successful because for the past 2 weeks of my school, we've had speakers come in and talk about mental health. And nowadays, ever since COVID, it's been huge. And everybody's been having mental health problems about like not just with their mind, but with what they eat, what they're sleeping. It's just everything else. What do you guys, Lucas and Raiden, what do you guys think about it?
I think the idea is it's really good because mental health is a very big topic nowadays. It's very neglected on. No one like really looks at it, but it's good that you're able to like give people an affordable, cheaper therapy session. I didn't know therapy was that expensive, to be honest. Like that's
Yeah,
like
it is.
120.
Unless it's covered by insurance.
Sure, yeah, but most providers don't. Most
The
I think
good
most
ones
of them out of
don't.
pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like you being able to provide like another route, an alternative for the people to like go to therapy online, like Zoom sessions. It's a really good idea.
Have you, Raiden, have you ever been to therapy, or Lucas, have you guys ever been to therapy?
I think therapy helps a lot. That's like it's it could be a game changer for some people, but other people like everyone has their own opinion about therapy.
I
And people
agree.
think
Yeah,
it's expensive, people think it's a waste of time, especially in the past couple of years since like suicides and mental health has been more of a recent issue. Like it's been insane. Like you think of it like, I didn't know that guy had mental health issues and then
they
he
just
just
die.
I don't know, yeah, out of nowhere
Yeah,
it's just so like I think if therapy's more like it's just more open to a lot of people, I think it would just make the world more better,
More better. Yeah.
more better.
Yeah, well
nah, he
said.
got it. He
Well
got it
said.
out
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
No, that was good. He's
But
not wrong. Therapy, like I feel like everyone should go to a therapist. I feel like it's much needed that
Well,
everyone
I
should
think
seek one.
everybody should try it if they're able to. I mean, I feel like there's been times in my life where I did not enjoy it and I stopped doing it, which was when I was younger. And as I got older, I like go like here and there, and I do see the benefits of it for sure. Just like someone to get a good get advice and talk to. But yeah, I do agree with Raiden. It's not for everybody, and I think it depends on your age. It's a big part of
But I
it.
feel like once you like give it a chance, because I feel like you weren't in the right mindset when you were younger for therapy.
Yeah, no, I was
you
like,
were
I don't need.
they were forcing. Were they forcing you to go?
Yes,
It's
I
not
was
like
forced, and I was like, I don't need this fucking
yeah,
person to tell me how
because
to.
when you're forced,
That was
when
my
you're forced to
mindset.
go to something, you're not gonna want it. But like when you're willing to like want the change and get to the point where you want to, whatever it's
Be.
called.
Yeah,
be.
you're more open to like
You're more
criticism and
Mhm.
100%.
So I think that nowadays, or like maybe back then, people thought of therapy as weakness. They thought of therapy as like men shouldn't cry, men shouldn't go to therapy, they should just deal with their problems. But I think that therapy is bravery. It's bravery of people like talking about their problems, because that's the hardest thing to do. Like I know people who literally have so much in their head and aren't brave enough to just talk to someone about it and keep everything in. And I feel like it's just brave if you talk to someone about it and not just hold it in.
Yeah, I think it shows a lot of vulnerability, and which is really important.
Yeah. So back to the college thing. I think that people should go to college. Lucky enough, I found out what I wanted to do before college, but college is to figure out what you want to do. That's what I think. So, but
100%. I think after my first year, I kind of, well, honestly, for me, I knew deep down I always wanted to be a physician. I didn't know when I was ready to really commit to it. When I was ready to like grow up and really, because it's obviously a lot of school and it's a lot of dedication. And I don't think I was ready for that in high school, but in the back of my head, I did have like, I had a feeling that was going to be my path. And after freshman year, I knew I was ready to make the change. And that's when I switched my major from business to health science. And I've loved it ever since. I just feel like every day I go to class and I'm really learning like stuff that's interesting and new. And I mean, I get to help people. I get to live a nice lifestyle. Like it's just, to me, it's like a purpose,
yeah.
I'm put on this planet to make a change and help. And I feel like that's to me, that's a great way to live.
Lucas, for you being in college right now, does that help you figure out what you want to do, and does it help you make connections with people that you think that you'll be with for the rest of your life?
For the making connections parts, yes. I've met new people. I've joined a business fraternity, so I'm like networking more often, meeting like finding new opportunities in the like business world. But knowing what I want to do now, like or in the future, not really. I still haven't decided what I want to do yet in the future. I'm still debating, to be honest. I'll say I'm lost.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but it's no rush, you know. I feel like
Yeah,
you
no,
just- one day
still
it'll
a
just
freshman.
come.
Yeah.
And you'll still try. You might not like some stuff, and you might like other stuff. Like I took a couple classes I just did not like, and I just knew like this was on my path.
How do you guys feel about a gap year?
Depends. After school or before school.
Right before you start.
I think if you feel like you need that year to kind of put you in the mindset that you're ready for school, but some people take a gap year and they end up never going to school. But I think that if you're at that age, at 18 years old, if you're really like self-motivated and you have an idea and you want to work, and your idea has nothing to do with like needing a degree, like you don't need any professional degree. I think maybe taking that gap year and not going to school is not the worst thing for some people.
Yeah.
I know people that just hate school, and I'm like, why are you in school?
It's not for everybody. Yeah, Raiden, you said you always saw yourself going to college, but do you think that it'll help you know what you want to do?
I think after the 4 years and while I do my degree, I think I would have like a general idea of what I will do. But
But
at the moment,
you don't know what major you're doing yet?
I'm doing business.
Oh, you are?
But right now, I have no idea what I want to do when I grow up.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
And
a
you
lot of
shouldn't.
people don't
I mean,
know.
that's
Yeah,
totally
you
fine.
shouldn't.
Yeah. Dude,
You
a bunch of
understand.
22 to 24, like people in their 20s have no idea what they want to do.
Mhm.
Like there's a majority of them and they're just still trying to figure out life out. That's what your 20s are for.
All I knew going into college throughout my whole life was I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to sell myself short, but I knew I was really good at one thing, and I was really good at like fixing things and I knew I had to use my hands to keep myself like not bored. I just knew those two things. I could fix anything, and I needed to couldn't sit at a desk. So that was kind of like from there. I just knew I was not going to be like a business major and sit at a computer all day.
No, yeah. All you need is like one skill to get proficient at, and then boom, you're set for the rest of your life.
Whoa,
You
a
love
business major, you sit at the computer all day?
I mean, it depends. I mean, finance, accounting, yeah, pretty much.
Not for entrepreneurship though, right?
I mean, somewhat you're gonna have to, but no, I feel like if you're doing entrepreneurship, I mean, kind of, but you're also like running the business, so you're more like overlooking people, and you're getting the pin moving, you're organizing, you're like the manager. I mean, you got to be the manager, you're like a CEO in a way.
Tanner,
But
what's like? Oh yeah,
What?
continue. I was gonna say, Tanner, what's like your idea on what an entrepreneur does?
For
Like,
me,
what you think?
I feel like an entrepreneur is the brainstormer. When nobody in the business can figure out the problem, they go to the entrepreneur, and he's the CEO, the person who deals with the problems and nobody else can. And he's the idea person. He comes up with the idea, and then his team helps make it happen. That's what entrepreneur.
yeah.
I think that's what entrepreneur does. It's the creative person.
I feel like that's what everyone thinks, but you have to think about like all the back end stuff that he does. He's probably
Like
just
what?
looking over everyone on the computer, checking. He's probably checking everything. To be honest, like I feel like majority of like an entrepreneur's time is just on the computer doing the work, like the work that no one wants to do. So
Well, they're starting the company. They're the one that's like an
They
entrepreneur.
have to do everything until they get a team to help them do it.
Exactly, but you're at the end of the day, it's your idea, and like you have to get that that ball rolling. Like you're the brains of the whole company.
Yeah.
and
like
you're the
your
only one.
vision.
You're the only one that knows like best what's right for like your idea, your company.
I mean,
But when-
I'm sure people come aboard and they have some better ideas. Sometimes worse, but you got to be open minded. But at first, yeah, it's your baby. It's like it's your child basically.
But when Xander says sitting at a desk, all I could think about is like sitting at a desk doing like a bunch of weird shit on your computer. I don't know.
like Excel and stuff.
What?
like Excel spreadsheets. I mean, that's
Yeah,
people's
shit like
reality.
that.
Yeah, I knew I didn't want that. Like, I also knew. So I have very severe ADHD, but it's great for me. Like, I honestly think it helps me in a way because if I'm not interested, like, I just won't. I'm just not focused. But if I'm interested, I like hyper focus. I'm upset. I become obsessive, and I
Yeah.
know it better than everybody else. So that's why and I found out like with myself that the stuff I'm interested in most is important stuff. So when you're working in medicine, sometimes it's life or death. You know, that's important. You're not fucking around. You're locked in, you're focused. So like emergency medicine is really intriguing to me. Surgery, being a surgeon is very intriguing to me too, because you have to use your hands. Like, so that's kind of how I narrowed down my field. A lot of other stuff came into consideration. I love learning. I want to learn for the rest of my life. So school is not really a different factor to me. I'm not in a rush. So the length required to be a physician did not scare me like most people, you know. But if you don't like to learn, like, why would you even consider something like that? If you don't, well, I think everybody should like to learn. But if you don't want to be in school for that long, don't consider that career. Don't be a lawyer. Don't be a PA. You know. So I
Have
think
you been
it's
forced to go to college, Xander?
not forced. It was expected. I would say it was expected of me. And if I didn't want to school, I think that my parents would have basically said I'm on my own. But like, pretend I was a great student in high school and like I had plans outside of school, then my parents would have supported that. But if I didn't really have a plan in mind after high school, I think like my parents would have said I'm on my own, you know.
Mhm.
But if I had an actual path, like maybe I was gonna be like a mechanic or something, I think they would have supported that.
Like this kid in my class, I'm not gonna name his name, but he hasn't gotten into any college. He's not that smart. He doesn't
Well, he's
even
not
have
that
any,
school smart. Do you know him
yeah,
well?
yeah, and I know him pretty well.
Does he
but-
work hard?
Listen.
Well, I feel like you're ripping this kid. I feel bad.
No, but listen, I'm not ripping him. He's the nicest kid in my whole school, but he loves cars. That's his passion.
Mhm.
And I told him a lot of kids in our class are like, why haven't you applied to college yet? Blah blah, because it's so expected in schools. But I told him, I said, dude, like, don't listen to them. Just learn what you like. Like, you love cars, go to trade school or do something like
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
See, yeah. See,
He
that's what I'm
finally-
saying. That's a path where there's no point to go to school in his eyes because he's satisfied with that's what he wants to do. I think that's great. I think that's awesome. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people should take that story and I mean, people think of that. They just are scared to make that decision.
Mm-hmm. Because for me, if I didn't go to college, dude, like, what am I gonna do after high school? What am I gonna do? Like, just get a job? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of people go to college because they don't even know what the fuck they're gonna do.
Yeah, 100%. That's 99% of people.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I wanted to be an astronaut in like fucking when I was 10 to like 14. People, dude, you have no idea.
Wait. I want to hear this. Like, Raiden and Lucas, what were your dream jobs when you were in 4th or 3rd grade and your teacher asked you to write your dream job? What was it?
Dude, a mechanic. No, I'm playing basketball player.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, when I was young.
Raiden, what was you, like, an offensive
I wanted to
guard?
be Batman.
Actually?
Yeah, bro, Batman's cool, dog. Like,
You actually said Batman. You wrote it down?
I think it was in 3rd grade, and my teacher's like, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" And I wrote on a piece of paper, "You got to present it to a class," and I said Batman.
Dude, that's what's up, bro.
You used to love Batman. This kid used to have Batman everywhere.
Bro, I had a Batman themed room. Like,
Yeah.
it was bad.
It was pretty cool.
I don't like Batman. I like the Iron Man.
You're so fucking gay.
Dude,
I hate Marvel so much, bro.
all right.
Nah,
fair, but, like,
Marvel's good. Marvel's
Marvel's
good.
cool.
We're
I
going
just
into
felt
this
like
conversation
Batman,
right now.
All right, lastly, I just feel like Batman wasn't really a superhero, you know, power, but it's really it.
Iron Man has no power.
Yeah, he does. He's the
Iron Man's
he created-
rich.
Yeah, Batman is too, but Iron Man created the energy source, which is a power technically. He wouldn't be able to power the suit without it, so he
But-
created that.
If you guys argue that Superman won't fuck up everybody in the whole Marvel galaxy,
All right, we're
You
not
guys gonna
going to
argue?
this. We're not going. To
Yeah,
this.
this is
I could
Iron
say
Man.
someone.
Iron Man went to college, so he knows what's good. Batman didn't. So
Wait,
Bad.
wait. I gotta. Iron Man went to Iron Man went to college.
he went to Harvard.
Oh shit.
No, I'm playing. I have no idea, but I think I think Robert Downey Jr. actually went to jail, and then he got out of jail, which is a pretty cool
Yeah.
success story.
Yeah, he did go to jail. He had a buddy that was a director, and then his buddy said he wanted to audition for a role, and then he got the role, and then from there he continued.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone was like a porn star, I think.
All right.
Crazy.
that was out of nowhere, like-
yeah,
Well, I'm just saying, some actors had
Yeah.
like crazy success stories.
yeah. Dude, it doesn't matter where you're from or where you start from.
Why do we always end up talking about actors?
Because I feel like it's a very important role in society.
But it's. All right, I don't want to get into it. All right,
Look at Bella Thorne.
back to back to college though. Do you guys think it's worth it to join a fraternity?
All right, so that depends on the school you go to, I think. Like for me, I played hockey, so doing both just made no sense because your hockey team is kind of like your fraternity. I feel like if you're in one, you think it's cool, and if you're not in one, you just make fun of them. I think that's really how it is.
Like, what do you say when you make fun of them?
We don't have to get into it, but like they think they're sick. Like fraternities think they're sick, and they're just not. But like if I was in a fraternity, I would think it's so sick. That makes sense.
My
Dude.
brother's in a fraternity, and he keeps trying to. Well, he used to always keep trying to get me to join one.
Well, you
Well, I don't-
should.
It's not really for me. I don't.
Well,
know.
you don't know that. Meet the people. Like meet the kids. Maybe you'll meet friends.
Bro,
that you like.
people in a fraternity are chill, bro.
Yeah, like it's not for you
But
until
it's
your
very-
best
it's very-
friends are all in
It's
it.
very time consuming. I feel like there's a lot. You always have to do stuff for.
Bro,
it.
you're gonna
first.
say it's time consuming, but at the end of the day, bro, you're gonna have so much free time. To do
Yeah,
stuff.
right.
Is there a
And you're
lot
gonna-
of free time in college?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. And then you're gonna want to a ton, and then you're gonna want to do stuff like you're gonna like where all your friends gonna be like at the fraternity house. I don't know. It's a good way to meet people, and if they're your best friends, like your free time is gonna be with them anyway. So
Yeah. Raiden,
definitely
you gonna join
go
one?
around. Definitely look into it, dude.
I'll look into it when I'm at FAU, but I'm not even in college yet, Tanner. Like,
I know. I'm just asking you if you're gonna join one because some high schoolers know if they're gonna join a sorority or a frat.
I'm gonna
We'll see,
join a
we'll see.
sorority.
You're in a sorority?
whoa.
Yeah.
Dude, sick.
No, I tried. They didn't accept me. They assumed
Wait,
I was
dead
a,
ass?
they just assumed I was a guy, and they said I can't join. So that's what it is.
What do you identify as?
Xanderette.
I don't know, but I do know is I actually got my blood type today. I know what blood type I am.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so random.
Look at this. I was just thinking we said what I
We're just looking
identify
at
as.
it.
I identify as O neg. That's my blood type.
I identify as Batman. I took
Yo,
that
that's
from
my
Raiden.
joke.
Yeah, Raiden said that earlier. I thought it was kind of funny.
Dude, no, your dad's Instagram's the best. It's like wait, what is it?
Jedi, bro.
Yeah, I think
guy.
it's Jedi Master or something. Oh, it's the best.
All right, so Raiden, what questions would you want to ask Lucas or Xander about college that you're really curious about right now? There's got to be something.
How was the first 2 months? Like, everyone thinks like the first 2 months of your first year is like where you meet everyone. How was yours? I would say.
Adjustment.
I feel like at first, I mean, I feel like the first people you meet are not always going to be the ones that you end up being close with. But your roommate is a big, that's a big decision. Like, try to find somebody online before you go to school. It's a big. I think that's like someone you could FaceTime them and see if you like them instead of doing a random roommate. 'Cause you might get stuck with like a weirdo. So I think that's huge, and that made my experience a lot better. He's one of my best friends.
Mhm.
But definitely joining things that like you, I don't know, like do you play sports?
No.
Yes, you do. He plays
mean-
basketball. He in the FAU basketball group chat. He's there every
Bro,
single
just
time we play.
join
doing
everything.
intramurals.
Yeah, join everything you possibly can.
Yeah, that you're interested
I'll leave it
in.
as that. Yeah.
Because if I didn't do hockey, I actually would not. It'd be a completely different experience for me. Every friend I have, I would just really wouldn't have that many friends here. I'd be going to class and because I don't really like in high school. I was friends with a lot of people in my class, obviously, because I went to a small school. But it's not like that in college, right? Like Lucas, is that is it like that for
college
you?
is different, bro. You see someone new every day, bro. You don't
You're
even see
not-
this like
You're not fucking around in class either. Like it's
no,
not
you're
high
like
school.
locked in.
They'll just
class.
kick you right out, right?
They don't. I mean, nobody does it. Like I don't even know if
care.
they'll kick you out. Nobody like fucks around in class like that.
Well,
No,
I feel like
that-
it's different. High school is mandatory, but college you choose to be there. So
Yeah,
you got to learn.
bro. I have a
chose to
lecture
be
room
in.
and people don't even show up. They're just like, I don't
Yeah,
care.
people skip. I mean, dude, I got kicked out of class easily once every other day in high school. Just like
too.
wait outside for 5 minutes. Or there was one teacher because one time she like said I needed to go outside and I never came back. So like one time, so like this one teacher made me like keep my foot in the door, and like so for like one time I had a shadow. It was bad,
I want to hear the story.
dude. I had a shadow, and this kid was shadowing me the whole day because he was interested in North Broward, and I was just being like a goofball in class, and the teacher kicked me out, and the shadow had to like go to the dean's office to find a new kid. It was so embarrassing, but I thought it was the funniest thing at the time.
This one kid, who was a shadow for my friend in middle school. My friend lost his shadow. So the shadow was just lost. You didn't know where the hell to go.
Was this wait, where was this? Pinecrest? Dude, that's so funny.
And he
The kid
lost
was
the
probably-
kid.
Kid's probably like walking around Lakeside, and he's like, "Where the fuck is this kid?"
Yeah, but back to the college topic. What I want to say is that you don't recommend staying. I feel like the hardest thing for people is to go up to someone and say hi. Like, what's the best way you could go up to someone and just
Like
say
if
hi?
you have similar, if you're at an event that you're all like doing it with the same goal in mind, it's so easy to connect. I mean, you're all like, I show up to the hockey team and like you're on a new team. Like everybody wants to know everybody. It's not.
Mhm.
It's the most like bonding experience. Like if I go to play basketball every day, not every day, but I've been trying to at the gym, just open run. I mean, when you're waiting for a game, you're just talking to kids who are doing the same thing as you, are about to go and play next game. So you just make conversation and you get to know them, and then you see them every week, and then you become friends and you hang out outside of school. I mean, you got to put in effort. And it's important. I recommend to you guys take the time to keep in touch with your friends that you know that you care and love in like high school, because that takes effort too. I mean, it takes effort to like make the effort to stay in touch. It's not easy.
Lucas has had the same friends in high school for how long?
Well, we were friends since like middle school, like elementary, middle school. So a while, like 10 years probably.
Yeah, and you guys are all still like really close.
Yeah, no, we're tight. I mean, there's people you'll just meet like that. Like you have like your friends from like childhood that you'll know for a while. But back to what the question you asked, just bro, go up to someone and ask them a random question. Doesn't matter what it could be. I feel like that's how you can meet new people.
Just a random question.
That's
Well,
not my
a
style.
random
but-
question, but like if you're in class with a person, you can just ask them like something about the course or the material that you're
Yeah,
talking about, and then you
Be like,
can
who are you voting for? Something like that.
Yeah. Wait.
You said a random question, Lucas. It's like,
Okay, bro, you're not
Oh.
gonna ask them like, yo, did you do you like lizards?
I
You're
got
not
a
gonna
funny
ask them, do you like lizards, bro? Like, be like a normal human being and ask them something that's like, I don't know, relevant.
I got a funny story today. So I went to breakfast by myself across the street, and this woman walked in with a Trump hat. And I just said, I really like your hat. She just comes over to me, no words, just gives me a kiss on the head.
I mean, you're in
Walks away.
Florida.
It was this
Usually
really
how it
old
goes.
lady. She was like 70 or 80. I mean, it was so nice, but I feel like any other person, if they got a kiss on the head, they'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? But
Dude, yeah.
No, but you should react like that though. Like genuinely, that's a genuine reaction. Like, yo, why'd you just kiss me?
no, she was like, there should be more young men like you.
I mean,
nice.
that's how.
Bro, I'm
that's
not gonna
how
let
is
it.
in Florida.
It is Florida though. You're right, but bro, old lady. You don't know where her mouth has been. Just gonna
Lucas,
kiss you.
bro, you don't give people hugs at Disney if they come up to you at Disney and give them hugs. An old lady, you don't know where their mouth is. What are you thinking about, man?
I'm
Yeah.
not, I'm not
Random
thinking like that. I'm
We're
not
at these
thinking
random
like that.
questions way too much.
I'm not thinking like that, bro.
All right, thank you guys for coming on. I really hope people who are watching took something from this and learned about the college experience. And I know me and Raiden did. Thank you, Xander and Lucas, for sharing about it. All right,
No problem.
peace.
We're not no guitar outro.